Good day, everyone. Good day. Good day. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and this is Sip. And Sip stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, welcome to today's show. We are wrapping up our series, our Believing Mirrors series. And so let me check in with y'all. I hope you have done your homework, which was to write a list of your believing mirrors, those people who are in your corner, rooting for you, cheering you on. They are optimistic. They know your gift and they know it well, and they will not let you, they won't let you off the hook. They won't let you off the hook about living your gift, about living your purpose. So that was homework assignment number one, Patty. Homework assignment number two was, after you wrote your list, was to contact those people and let them know that you regard them as someone in their life that is supportive, that is optimistic about them and about life in general, that they are what Julia Cameron refers to as a believing mirror. A believing mirror. They are the ones who see the divine spark of your genius is within you and is within everyone, but they see it in particular in you. They are the ones who understand that our divine sparks, and each and every one of us has a divine spark, is godly in origin. Is godly in origin. And that which is godly in origin is original, is unique. And we know, and our believing mirrors know for us, when we don't know it for ourselves, that anything is possible. Yes, yes, yes. So Patty said, I did that with an old friend today, always there. Wonderful, Patty, because that's a part of the next part of the assignment. And so we will get to that very soon. So yesterday, I ended the show yesterday with what I want to talk about today. Something I never heard of before, which is Lifetrons. Lifetrons. Have you heard of that before? Let me put it up on the screen so you can see what it is. Lifetrons. Lifetrons. So Julia Cameron refers to Lifetrons in her book that I've been referring to all week, which is Finding Water. It's a part of her Artist Way journey. And so this is what she writes about Lifetrons. So there's a man named Elmer Green, never heard of him. And he is known to the world as the father of biofeedback. And he speaks of the existence of what he calls lifetrons. Lifetrons. This is what lifetrons are. Lifetrons are tiny energy units galvanized by intention. Lifetrons set up a flow of benign coincidence, and we know there are no coincidences, right? So let's say serendipity, that type of energy. It is my contention that when we set up an alliance of believing mirrors, we catalyze Lifetrons into service on our behalf. She writes, Christ spoke of this when he said, whenever two or more are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst. There is a sacred quality to an alliance of believing mirrors. We are dedicated to seeing each other as pure spiritual potential. I love everything about that. So, our believing mirrors are intentional about supporting us, being optimistic, about pouring into us, about supporting us when we're feeling down and blue and are swimming in doubt and worry. Our believing mirrors are lifetrons, and their service is to catalyze our intention to be, oh my goodness, to be who we truly are. They set that intention with us and they hold it for us when we are like on the ground saying, I don't know what I was thinking I could write a book. I don't know what I was thinking when I thought that I could go back to school. I don't know what I was thinking when I quit that job. They're the ones to remind you that there is a whole universe supporting you, that divine providence is moving through you, not by coincidence, but because that is what it does. That is what it does. So things may seem coincidental, and we know that there are no accidents, that things are happening in divine right order. There is a synchronicity to your life. And your believing mirrors know that for you when you forget, when you get into a little pity party. We all have our pity parties. I say, set a timer, have your pity party, call your believing mirror, and get to moving again. Yes? So these are special people in our lives, y'all. These are special people in our lives. I have believing mirrors in my life, and they don't even realize that that's what they are for me. And it could be a little something, something. Let me tell y'all, I'm blessed to live on a block where it is truly a community. It is truly a neighborhood. We look out for each other. We look out for each other. Now, it has shifted a little bit from when we first moved here because people have moved and some people have transitioned, and the new people moving in, they don't have that neighborhood community mindset, and it's a problem, but that's a whole nother sip. But the ones that are still here, like my next door neighbors, oh my goodness, if she's not a believing mirror for me, oh my goodness, Miss Donna Freeman, if you're watching, Miss Donnie Freeman, if you're watching today, let me tell you, you are a believing mirror for me because you always lift me up. Oh, you always have encouraging words. She's always like, hey, beautiful. You know, those type of people. And our believing mirrors be going through stuff too. Yes, they do. And so I reflect it right back to her, and she reflects it right back to me. And she doesn't have any idea. But you know what? I'm going to tell her. I'm going to tell her. All right, y'all. So, catalyze lifetrons. The energy, that's why setting intentions are so powerful, because intentions are intentions are energy. You are setting energy in motion. You are, and your believing mirrors are holding that intention with you. Oh, it's so powerful, y'all. It's so powerful. So, Lifetrons, remember that. Remember that. When you're thinking about setting a bedtime intention, just imagine all the energy that is dancing around that intention. right? Saying, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to make this happen and we're going to line this up for her. And this dot is going to connect to that dot that was set 20 years ago. It's time for that dot to make that connection right now. Lifetrons, energy flowing through you, as you. And so we share in that with our believing mirrors. So I want to share a couple of believing mirrors that Julia Cameron mentions in this book. I'll just mention two. Hemingway and Fitzgerald were each other's believing mirrors. She says, well, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but just know Hemingway and Fitzgerald were believing mirrors for each other. She also references Picasso. So think about the gifts of these people, right? And some of us think that the artist is out there all alone doing this work or like in seclusion, right? No, they're not. Picasso credits Matisse. Matisse, you're another giant of an artist, with catalyzing some of his own most inspired work. She writes, friends who are friends to our work are often such catalysts. Friends who are friends to our work, not just a friend to you, but a friend to your work. A friend to your worth is what I just heard. So they can serve as the catalyst, one of the catalysts in your life when you get in that funk, when you get stuck, when you feel like, oh, I made a big old mistake. Why did I think I could do this? Who do I think I am? They could serve as the catalyst to remind you again. You are gifted, you are blessed, you are an original, that no one else could do this work but you in the way that you can. And that is the truth. They're not like psyching you out. They're not, saying anything that's not true. It's true. No one else can do your gift. No one else can do your gift. Only you can. Only you can. So, one of the things that I love about this book so much is Julia Cameron is so open, transparent, and vulnerable. She pours into us by sharing so much of her challenges and her struggles and living her gift. And so I want to share this with you all. And these are some examples of how she uses her believing mirrors. All right. She says, Paris is 6 hours ahead of New York. And so coming back to New York, I found myself in the grips of jet lag. It was bad enough as I walked the dogs in the park, each leaden step an insult to the balmy spring day. It was far worse when I sat myself down to write. Seated at the computer, jet lag bore a remarkable resemblance to writer's block. Fortunately, my phone rang. How is your writing going? My friend Rhonda wanted to know. I told her that my writing felt painfully cramped and stilted. It has for days, I added dramatically. Oh, we could be so dramatic, can't we? I love that she adds in that word. Her friend says, oh, I remember when it felt that way on your last project. Then before you knew it, that project was sailing along and then it was finished. I'm sure it will be the same on this project. Julia writes, I did not ask Rhonda where she got her insane optimism. I knew the answer to that. Rhonda is a friend to my work and has been for many years. a determined optimist. She expects the best both of me and of the universe. Of course, I will be able to write through what she might call this resistance patch. So when we are faced with resistance and we call on one of our believing mirrors, they're not going to reflect back to us resistance. They're not going to go into a whole story about the time when they felt resistant to whatever it was that they needed to get done. They're going to pour into you and they're going to tell you, oh, I remember that time. Remember that time, girl, when you thought you couldn't do that thing and then you did it and you blew it out the water? I'm sure it will be the same for this as well. They will remind you of the time when, because they are a friend, not just to you, but they are a friend to your gift. So Rhonda is no joke. I want to share another one. She said, and so Julia Cameron, she is so funny. So she gets off the phone with Rhonda after Rhonda's like, girl, you got this. And what she do? She calls someone else to complain. Now, how many of us will do that? We call somebody, they're like, girl, you got it. And you're like, let me call somebody else. Come on now. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. So next, I complained by email. Oh, she sent the email. I complained by email to Tim Farrington that I was in the slog section of working on a new book. He shot back briskly. Slog stage of a new book is great, you know. I wanted to slug him, she said. Then he added, ignore that inner critic. They never let up. Our inner critic never lets up. Julia Cameron calls her inner critic Nigel. Never lets up. My inner critic, her name is Melody. She never lets up. And she's so sweet. Oh, it's like a melody. That's why I call her Melody. Very clever, but still an inner critic. So our inner critic, if we wait until our inner critic gets on our side, guess what, y'all? We're going to be waiting a whole long time because it's very rare, if ever, that happens. So our believing mirrors will remind us, whatever the chit chat is, I'm not good enough. This is never going to work. All of the things, whatever the chit chat is, you're like, Your believing mirror will be like, I see you. Girl, let me tell you something. You got this. That's what we want. That's what we want. She says, I wanted to say some days it's easier to ignore the inner critic than other days, but I knew he already knew that. Then what does Julia do? So she done answer the phone when her believing mirror called, because that energy was in the air, right? Send an email. And now, still feeling sorry for myself, I called my friend Natalie Goldberg, the famous writing teacher. She says, I had a bad writing day. I whined to her. Well, you know, that goes with the territory, she shot back. You have to be in it for the whole enchilada, the bad writing days and the good. Something in what Natalie said surrendered me. Yes, of course. How could I forget that the bad writing days just came with the territory? I was in it for the long haul, and the long haul was what my friends expected of me. So our friends have a high expectation that they are holding for us. They are in it with us for the long haul, those believing mirrors. They're not some fly by night. No, they are believing in us no matter what. No matter what. Even when we are, as Julia says, shopping for drama and not finding any among her friends. She said two of her other believing mirrors, Larry and Sonia, were both stubbornly optimistic. Her believing mirrors are stubbornly optimistic. So no matter what she throws at them, they're going to be like, no, girl, you got this. Come on now. Yeah, it's a bad day, but you've been through bad days before. And you write. You do the thing, whatever that is. So this is what our believing mirrors are for us. So if you believe you have a believing mirror and they ain't showing up for you like that, let me tell you, they ain't your believing mirror. Sorry. Sorry. So within all of this, drop my card. Within all of this, you get to be someone's believing mirror as well. So that's the third part of the assignment. So 1 is to write a list of your believing mirrors. 2, let them know that you regard them as a believing mirror. And you could share a little bit with them about what that is. And if they're like, girl, I ain't that, then that's fine. You don't convince anyone that they are your believing mirror, okay? Don't. And then number 3, when they are on board with you, then you become someone's believing mirror. And the wonderful thing about being someone else's believing mirror is that you don't have to tell them, guess what? I'm your believing mirror. You don't have to tell them none of that. But when they call on you and they're feeling down in the dumps and blue, when they're feeling doubt and worry, when some project they were working on failed, you are their believing mirror. You are the voice of optimism. You are the voice of the one that says, your gifts are brilliant. You got this. You are the one. And we could be that, oh my goodness, for friends and for strangers, y'all. It could be just like a one-time thing to just pour into someone who may be having a challenge. So that is believing mirrors. I hope that you got something from this. I hope that you would be, if nothing else, someone's believing mirror. That voice of optimism, that person that lifts someone's spirit, that person that sees another person as a divine being of light and lets them know that you see the divine spark within them. And that spark is like no other spark you've ever encountered in your life. And that is the truth, because we're all original and we all have an original gift to give. So let us be that for each other. All right, y'all. Let's get into some joy news. I'm going to check in with y'all. Thank you, Fee. Thank you, Fee. Yes, Patty said, Lifetron, new to me, understand biofeedback. Yes, I never heard of it either, Patty. Yep, never heard of it. Yes, life grind or believe in mirror. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to give up the grind. No, we're not grinding. Fee, I received this reminder that the universe is conspiring to support me. I am in divine right order. I know that's right, Fee. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Patty. I'm glad you got something from this series. I got a lot, y'all. I got a lot. So let's be grateful for those believing mirrors in our lives already who don't even know that that's the purpose they're serving for us. Let's be grateful for that and let them know. Because I'm going to let my neighbor know. Miss Freeman, if you're watching, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know. All right, y'all. So some joy news. Let me get through this quickly. So, what is the first thing I want you all to know is I will be doing a 4-week intensive group spiritual life coaching sessions starting June 3rd. I'm looking for my flyer for it. There it is. Starting June 3rd, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Because guess what, y'all? It's time to graduate to the next level. So it's time to get what you need to reactivate your passion work. It's time to get started on the thing. It's time to get started on a thing or to continue the thing that makes your heart sing, right? And so 4 weeks of intensive, purposeful work moving forward, taking baby leaps, not just some steps. We've taken baby leaps for these 4 weeks of the spiritual group life coaching. It is a group of 8. I already have 5, so 3 slots are available. So if you are interested, you can send me a direct message or Instagram on Instagram or Facebook, and I will put you on the list. And we will start June 3rd via Zoom. The cost is $150 for the 4 weeks. If you have any questions, reach out. Just reach out. If you know already that you want to participate, come on. Just put it in the comments now, and I will add you to the list. All right, so that's one thing. 2, please like the show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please support my ministry of joy. And those are the ways that you can support. You can like the show, you can share the show with somebody, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can support my ministry of joy by supporting my joy merchandise that you can check out on Etsy at I Am Rev Melissa. And this is some photos of some folks who have supported me in the past. So go to Etsy at I Am Rev Melissa and check out my store there. This Sunday, I will be sharing an inspirational replay of a talk that I've given in the past. I will be sharing this Sunday the talk, the art of self-advocacy as part of our May theme, authentic voice. And this Sunday, we are in person at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Rockland in Pomona, New York. All the information can be found on our website at rocklandcsl.org, where I am the spiritual leader. And this Sunday, I will be speaking to Overcoming Silence, Individual and Collective Liberation. And we have live music this Sunday with Robin Hackett. And if you haven't heard Robin Hackett, she is the truth, y'all. She is the truth. So she will be with us live. So please join us 10:30 a.m. if you're in the neighborhood. All the information is on the website rocklandcsl.org. I also want to give a shout out to a believing mirror for me, indeed, Fee King, who supports all things Rev Melissa, and she is supporting Rockland CSL with this amazing 5-day, 35-minute a day fitness fundraiser challenge for $25, y'all. That's $5 a day. Come on now. What can you get for $5 these days? So it is a fundraiser. She is donating 5% of the proceeds to Rockland CSL. We will be focusing on sculpting, sweating, strengthening, and sewing. And she is sewing into Rockland CSL. Why? Because she is one of our believing mirrors. That's why. That's why. So it starts May 20th to the 25th, 9 a.m. to 9:35 a.m. Eastern Time. It's $25 until May 20th. After that, price goes up to $35. So support fees, support her work, and support her book, Her Story Unstuck. Her Story Unstuck. You could get it right now on Amazon. It is amazing. So I think I put in the link for the challenge. Oh, oh well. So it's posted on the Rockland CSL Facebook page, and it'll be posted everywhere, including on Fee King's social media. So you can go to Fee King, IG, Facebook, also website, fee-king.com, fee-king.com. So you can find out all the information there about it. Yes, Sekou's fiance. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Speaking of Sekou, let me give a shout out to another one of my believing mirrors, and I am for him as well. Sekou is doing a thing for and with Rockland CSL. It is our community cafe book study, and we are 2 weeks in, and it has been extraordinary. And if you feel like you're missing out on something, you know why? Because you are. You are missing out on something. So you can still catch up with the book study. Get the book, paperback form, ebook, audio format. He got you covered. And read the intro, commandments 1, 2, and 3, and you'll be caught up. And each commandment is only like 3 or 4 pages max. Do the work as Sekou subscribes in the book, and then join us on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. Again, go to rocklandcsl.org. The Zoom link is there under Events Community Cafe, and we have a good time. Yes, yes, Sekou. All right, y'all. I am over time, but I think it was time well spent. So have a wonderful weekend. Please join me on Sunday. I hope in person. We'll also be on Zoom on the UUCR Zoom link. All that information is on the Rockland CSL website. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.